Hello there and welcome to Face Off. I'm Neo Taigbe. We do want to apologize for coming to you behind schedule. Well, we're looking at something that has caused some level of disturbance in the polity, and that's the internal wranglings in the political parties vis-a-vis the People's Democratic Party. And now, that was yesterday, the alliance between the APC and what has been consistently referred to as the new PDP. What is the situation, the effects it's had on the polity? How positive has it been? And what are the effects it's had in the terms of governance? Many have said the governors, group governors have been going from one place to the other, having one meeting after the other, and the issues of governance have been put to the back burner. Is that the way forward? Well, I have two gentlemen in the house, one of them a lawyer and the other a member of the People's Democratic Party. Dr. Adetokunbo Pierce is of the People's Democratic Party in Lagos. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you so much for having me.
And Mr. Shakiru Omolaja, a legal practitioner, thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Gentlemen, we are behind schedule, so you have 10 seconds, and please make it 10 seconds to state your claim. And I begin with you, Mr. Pierce.
The question is this crossover of these 4 or 5 governors, or 6 or 7, we don't know how many yet, to APC a good thing for politics, for democracy in Nigeria? The question is, why did they leave the PDP if their intentions, which appear to be very selfish, very egocentric, very malicious and mischievous, is to go to APC so that APC will win the next election? Then it does not augur well for democracy in Nigeria.
All right, thank you very much. 10 seconds up.
A house that is divided against itself cannot stand. If your house was on fire, good sense dictates that you want to fix the fire before you do any other thing. Because of this imbroglio, because of this distraction, governance has been put aside. It is power politicking now. And Nigerians are serving. The president and other lawmakers do not have the time to fix the country.
All right, thank you very much.
ASU is having a problem. It's not yet fixed.
Thank you very much. 10 seconds up. We'll take a quick break and when we return, we'll continue with the discussion, internal party wranglings and the polity. What are the effects that the scuffles within political parties have on the polity? We'll be back shortly. You can be a part of the conversation. Keep that coming. We'll be back. Don't go away. Welcome back. We're looking at internal party scuffles and the polity. What are the effects, positive or negative? You can be a part of the conversation. Send your mails to faceoff@channelstv.com or tweet at faceofftoday or at Neo Taigbe. Now the hashtag for the Twitter is party crisis. Party crisis, that's the hashtag. Please join us as we begin our conversation. You asked the first question.
Doctor, do you please understand the word crisis?
I believe so.
What exactly do you understand by this party crisis working PDP?
The party crisis, if you call it such, has come about because of some people in the party who are disgruntled with the way the party is running.
You therefore agree with me that the party has problems.
Is there any family that does not?
No, please. You agree with me that there is a problem in the party.
There is a problem in the party because we allow people to express their opinion.
We are trying to justify
their differences. No, whenever we have opinions, we allow them to express it.
That's not exactly true. Your party is
their opinion, and their opinion is that why did they want to leave the party? Let's not just talk and argue and make noise. Let us try to give Nigerians some information.
Okay.
That's why do these people want to leave the party? I'll tell you the reasons. One, they said the party leaders were high-handed, that they were not democratic. They wanted the president to commit himself to not running in 2015. They said the president was interfering with the governors forum. They asked him to sack Bamanga Tuko as chairman. These are not noble reasons for fighting in the party.
According to you.
Are these the reasons? No, I don't agree that these are the reasons.
Sir, can we do Nigerians a favor?
What else were the reasons?
Hello. Even the reasons you have highlighted.
What were their reasons?
No,
you have any other reason?
Hello, sir.
Did they have any other reason?
Can we have a conversation here?
Look, did they have any other reason?
Please. The reasons you have highlighted.
Yes.
Can you please pick 1, 2, 3 of these reasons and tell us which ones are not genuine?
None of them is genuine.
None of them
is enough for you to now disrupt your party and disobey instructions and regulations of the party.
You have said 2 different things.
And instead of going to do your job as governors, you are gallivanting from state to state for 6 months. For what reason?
Okay, but
and this whole thing has to do with 2015. Good. Everybody knows it.
Good.
And what do they want for 2015? They want another agenda. No. There is no just power. We're going through something in Nigeria now that is very, very significant. This is not about PDP or APC. This is about the life and soul of Nigerians. Let me tell you, what's going on now reminds me of 1966.
Before you go to 1966,
what these people are doing now is similar to what Akintale did and cost him his life. These people are looking for another agenda. And they are fighting, they are doing everything possible.
Doctor, you must do
and Tinubu has made a mistake of his life.
Hello. What is wrong?
Because he wants to sell us out. So some ethnic,
what is wrong?
Ethnocentric individuals from the north.
You see, the basis of law, the basis of social fabric law, pacta sunt servanda, that's what we say law. Promises must be kept. If you had the party that had a gentleman's agreement that, look, we must rotate power, and this person came into power with a promise to the whole world that was going to run only once. If that person turns out not to be with integrity again, do others not have a right to complain? Then we made the promise, for goodness sake. Answer that question, doctor.
No promises were made.
Oh, are you saying that to the what? That the president did not make a promise that he was going to run only once?
Gentlemen, let's carry us a little bit here.
The governor of Niger State said there was a promise. We've asked him to show the document. He has not said anything.
Doctor, are you saying this to Nigerians? Are you saying that Dr. Ebele Goodluck Jonathan not telling Nigerians I will go to run only once?
Samalaja, Dr. Piers, let's pull this down. We've talked about the internal issues now.
This is serious.
But did your party notice the effect that this is having on the polity? Have you noticed the negative effect that your party suffers?
This is why the party chairman has been asking these so-called governors to sit down and do their job or make a move, go to the other party and do your job from there. Now we have some peace in the party. We have some organization. Now these governors can go and take care of their business. And the PDP can focus on governance. Instead of asking the president to meet with them today, tomorrow another meeting, next week another meeting. We're tired of that. And I'm happy. This is good riddance to bad rubbish. Let them go and go to APC where they have no ideology. Because what are they going to do in APC? What is their reason for going to APC? When you say you are leaving the party, is it because we are not working in the party? Is that because government is not working? You are here to sell it. Or you are here that you are leaving the party just because you are not happy.
What do you think the effect of this internal scuffle in the PD?
Is it not clear? I have a new name for PDP. That is power down party. The party is winding up like you shut down your computer.
That is simple rhetoric.
Hello.
Not making any sense.
Listen,
don't run me down.
He is not a party. He claims not to be a party man. So let him tell us what are the effects you've had.
I am not trying to talk my opinion. That's why I'm a lawyer. You should respect my right to express it the way I see it.
You respect my right to challenge your opinion.
Hello. You said
that's what it's all about.
You said no. You don't have to be that negative. That's why you are not tolerant.
I apologize for using that word.
This is typical of your party. You don't tolerate other views.
No.
That's what you are exhibiting.
But you
must allow me make my point without calling me an idiot.
Go ahead. No.
He didn't call you an idiot.
He said rubbish.
Okay, what's your point? He has apologized as well.
Okay, apology taking.
I apologize.
Thank you. Apology taking. You see, I'm a Democrat, even though I'm not a politician like you. Now, what we're saying is this: what is the effect on the polity? The government does not have the power or the constitution that it needs to run the country again. Look at ASU, the problem of ASU. For how many months now? Your children are at home doing nothing. And they take to crime, some of them get pregnant, some of them die in the process. Why has that not been fixed? Because some of the energy, some of the time, the president should spend fixing that's the problem. Sitting down with them. Do you know how many times meetings have been fixed with the agreed governors who have not gone to? Hello. Let me just land. Let me just land, please. Let me just land. There's a need for me to conclude my thoughts.
Okay.
Now the energy spent trying to dialogue with the governors. Some of the appointments were not kept, some appointments were cancelled. To dialogue with the governors, going up and down. If half of that energy was not spent dialoguing with ASU, don't you think we will have reached an appreciable conclusion, and then perhaps our children will be back in school, not making progress for this country? Because those are the future leaders of tomorrow. Don't you think so, sir?
One thing does not cancel out the other. The fact that he was meeting with the governors does not mean he was not meeting with ASU, which we have seen. He has met with ASU.
How many times?
Why are you going to count number of times?
Yes, that's important.
The point is that he spent time, he sent delegations, and they met. Anyway, where we are now,
right,
it surprises me why other people are so more concerned about the problem in PDP than PDP people themselves. Do you know that right now we are quite happy, we are relieved that all this confusion is over, we're working toward a solution. Aren't you happy that these problems have at last now gone away?
Yes,
so that we can focus on governance. What you want is not being achieved. Let us thank God for that.
The PDP is losing out, and the problem here is this: the PDP that should be governing the country is spending too much time.
We're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore.
Oh, we were doing that in the past.
Well,
great.
These are the people who caused it. Now they have left, and we're happy.
And that means yes, PDP, if indeed you agree with me, that politics is all about number.
Yes.
And if you were, when you first came, you were 21, the governors you had, then that moved to 28 until the court removed some governors. You now came to, I think, 25 or 23. Yeah, 23. Now some of them have left. You have gone to 18.
Yeah, okay.
It means the PDP is losing power.
Okay.
And that should bother you.
Well, why should it bother you more than me?
No, it's not about
asking me. It bothers me. No, let me tell you. You want to know whether it bothers me, right? You say it should bother me.
No,
and I'm telling you, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother the leadership of the PDP. It doesn't bother Jonathan. It doesn't bother Bamanga Chukwu. You know why?
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Why?
These governors and their supporters have been asking for something that is totally alien to the principles of democracy which we practice in the People's Democratic Party.
What are these things, please? You said them
earlier. They are insisting that in 2015, Goodluck Jonathan must not run. The court has said, you know what started this whole thing? Before we had our first convention, some governors from the north, we must always say that they wanted Bamanga Chukwu, if he was going to be chairman, to commit himself that he would not support Jonathan, he would support a northerner for president in 2015. He said, no, I'm a Nigerian and I'm a Pan-Africanist even, and I will support whatever the court says. If the court says the man can run, then he can run. And this is where we are. And these people who say he cannot run, and they're looking for all sorts of excuses, because what are we doing now? What are we? All these APC, all these governors that have gone, they're from the north. It's a northern agenda. Lamido, Amechi ticket.
Amechi is what caused Amechi another.
No, because Amechi is in alliance.
A vital point.
Amechi Lamido ticket.
A vital point.
This
situation just said to show that the party PDP might not be entirely democratic. He said, look, we have a rule. We have a convention that says that power must rotate. If we now have somebody who wants to disrespect that, then such a person should not have our support. What is wrong in that? Against your argument, Amechi is from the south, the same place with the president. But he says, for goodness sake, for the sake of Nigeria, I am ready to die to myself rather than support, let me use the word with your permission, illegitimate ambition. Remember, we say if this federation must work, you must of necessity rotate power. When the north has a bite, the south has a bite, the southwest has a bite. Then everybody has a sense of belonging. And that is even sanctioned by the constitution when you talk about federal character. But in the situation where the north has been out of power for quite a while, and he said, look, it is not your turn. For goodness sake, respect our rights.